could be a problem.
It's global bans too, so I mean, watching it is a different thing, and playing it is a completely different thing, right? So, how are they going to be able to keep up? And not just that, now, like Layla mentioned, he's coach no more. So, who's going to be the ones that have the brains behind the draft? So, right, Layla?
Yeah.
Yeah, no coach.
But then in terms of like gameplay, I think still Yato, right? I think they've already said Yato is the shot caller in their
He's
team,
the big dog.
their games. So let's see if there's a little bit of battling back and forth between
Yato used to
them.
just be a boy. He's a child.
He's a man
Now he's the man Yato. He's the big dog. He's the OG. That's weird to say.
And he's taking
T
care
and
of
Yato used to be
child.
inseparable. Also, let me throw something else out. T and Yato used to be like, they were always on teams together. Merciless too. Old Area 77, classic Area 70. Yato taking down the old team. From friends to foe.
Then you will have, T and Yato doing the mage roam rotation, which will be good, right? If they already played so much together, they should have
No,
really
they're
great
enemies now, is
synergy.
what I'm saying. They're on opposite teams. T and Yato. They
Wait,
used to be
T, oh my
homies.
goodness.
They were besties. Now they gotta.
Okay, that's interesting.
And you know what I'm thinking? Not just that. You mentioned Yatsu's become a man now, the big dog. And he's taking care of the new kid on the block. That's Woompy. He's the mid laner. He's got to make space for the jungler a little bit to step up. So, hey, the student has become the master.
And not to mention, Yato's done this with a lot of new players. Last time it was Melon on the team with them. Melon became the rookie of the year, and now we're looking at, and Melon also, fun fact, Melon joined the team, went from bench during playoffs last time, and now we have Woompy entering during playoffs and being a star player on the team. I don't know, it's coincidence? I think not. Sorry, I'm
All
nerding
thanks
out
to
on
Yato
Life's full circle. Life's full circle now.
I'm nerding out on team lore. Kronos has the in-game lore.
I was waiting for
I bring the player lore.
Now time for the draft. Broken Walls.
Sorry.
Fredrin, Boxia, and Phobius off, so kind of chunking down at Tarzan's hero pool. There's still the Jushin left open. Nah, you don't want to give the Jushin away. It's too much of a problem, but also the Harley. So I guess it's a good answer. Tarzan does play a mean Harley. We saw that earlier on in the Swiss bracket. So, but if you're Leviathan, what would you pick? Harley in the hands of Woompy. I think Woompy's an assassin player, so give him the Harley. We've seen him on the Fanny, we've seen him on the Nolan, I think. And what else did we see him on? I was just super excited to see him. Joy, Joy. So I think now Harley, make it work.
We have, the Harley was very good early season. I will say we have found answers to the Harley. Yato's got a great Lilia. If they didn't want to first pick the Harley here, they do go for it. Still solid. I think my point was they could play around it if they wanted to.
Well, I feel like the way that was, so we don't care if they pick Lilia. We still try to just target their gold lane, make it extra hard for them.
They're not gonna pick Lilia. They're gonna pick Jushin. There's no chance.
Right, they don't want to give away Jushin.
Yeah,
You're
but
right.
Harley's a problem for Jushin, man. Harley's
50-50.
Uranus Jushin.
There you go. Solid.
Merciless on the
Super
Uranus.
solid. Flexible. Tarzan
Power
jungle
pick.
Uranus.
That too.
So,
But they already have jungle, and normally that's like strictly a anti-Fred pick. Strictly a anti-Fred pick, I feel like.
but what do you go here? Lapu plus Claude, not even Claude. Lapu plus maybe Kalea carry, just to make sure they don't get a Kalea on the other side, or even Hylos plus something. Sora, since Jushin's picked up, there Sora comes in. Sora plus Valentina maybe, or not Valentina. Sora plus Eve. Sora plus Eve.
Yeah, Yves does have the range. It is probably your best answer. It's a little passive for Yato, but still very doable.
There you go. Harriet?
Maybe, but then
No
you lack
phobias.
jungle. Do you pick a jungler now?
Then it's Leomord. If they go jungle, Leomord. If they go gold lane, Harith, right? One of the two.
Leo.
It's tough because Leviathan can still flex the Sora into gold if they want to. They have so much. Leviathan definitely has an advantage, I think, in terms of just coming to second phase. Their first phase was pretty easy. VTA, yeah, it's a big question. Do we go gold here and lose some jungle options, or do we go jungle here and lose some gold options? It's tough.
I mean, in gold they have Harith and Claude, right? Those are the two options. I think Claude or Harith, both are good. Never mind, forget about it. We go jungle Suyo. Not great against the Harley, but still overall super solid. I think Tarzan, you can't really ask anyone better to play it. And you know what? Won't be a rookie going up against the king of the jungle, Tarzan.
You guys asked him this
Man,
the other day,
lore-
right? Are you ready to take on the king of the jungle?
galore.
Lord
Yeah.
galore.
Lore galore. I need a shirt that says that.
That's the phrase right there. Lore galore today.
I'm all about the lore. Do it for the lore.
Exactly.
I think
What
with
if Lumpy gets one over? Oof.
well, that's what we're so excited to see with this series. Woompy coming in and really see what he has to offer as a jungle, and if he can play, up against these veteran players. So very excited to see that.
I mean, I think so far he's, like you said yesterday, he only went up against the 8th seed team yesterday. No biggie. He's going up against VTA today. This is the real challenge. I'm just quoting Layla. All right, guys, don't attack my Instagram.
Yeah.
But no, it's true. And the tests are only going to get harder from here. Leviathan has had a very rocky road. They came in my opinion, I was putting Leviathan as like top 2, top 3, top 4 at least. And they've had a hard fall, but that was their chance to maybe prove themselves. Glue gets banned out on the blue side. There's that Harith ban, which I'm kind of surprised about because VTA gets gold pick up front here, right? They get the opportunity for first pick gold. Yeah, Claude does well against the Harith, huh? He has good escapability. He's not an easy target.
They can go carry too because they got the Jushin for like the protection, right?
I don't like carry against
but not into the RWM.
The Harley though.
I don't like the carry against the Eve inside the RWM. Just doesn't fare well. But
They honestly
just
could
because
have
the Jushin
banned
is
the
present.
carry.
True.
Carry could be a pick for Leviathan here. But even then, it's not too great against the Jushin and the Suyo.
Waiting for too long.
There you go, Claude.
Yeah, I would have banned the Claude, honestly, if I'm Leviathan.
Allow me to lead the charge. Your team is picking.
A lot of early
Solid.
pressure, man.
Solid.
Okay.
Okay.
No Khalid to
Okay.
respond. Kalea, right? No, Kalea's gonna get bullied by the Jushin, by the Uranus too. No Hylos even. So this is really well drafted from BTA. Kaja, but you just banned out the carry, so. Cho, maybe Promise played a good Cho.
They take the
Claude
Claude.
is good. It's a deny. I don't know the Cho.
Your team.
There you
Cho.
go.
Yeah. I guess so.
T is the roam, right? T's picking up roam.
Yep.
I feel like VTA is gonna have a hard time. They're goaling. Oh.
Yeah, where do
No,
they even
I-
go here? I'm surprised they didn't.
Granger. Bruno.
They go for a Ruby. No, wait, no. They need a gold lane. My bad. I'm thinking Rome.
Time to take the field.
Bruno, yeah, there you go, Bruno.
Bruno's coming back. He's becoming popular again.
Hey, it's
And
global
it's just
bans,
game
that's the
one.
only reason,
Yeah,
right?
it's game 1 and a best of 5.
Yep.
What are we talking?
How do we feel about it, Layla?
I mean, they did great with the Sora and Cho comp last time, so I'm assuming they're gonna do great this time with the same composition again, right? I think yesterday they had the Sora and Cho team comp as well. So we'll have to see. Tarzan on Suyo though, very exciting. I'm sure he does really, really well with that. And then also the juicing, we know juicing is just annoying to deal with, and that's why she gets banned, but they let it through. So let's hope Vendetta has a great game so that they don't waste that pick here.
Well, we're gonna find out though. Wumpy now on this Harley. He is super good on the assassin, so we're gonna have a high ceiling for him. A little bit of an expectation, but against the king of the jungle, Tarzan, I don't know. But at the same time, the BAM duo is not gonna be there present for Vendetta. He's gotta pull up with what he can do for Vendetta Trex. Let's go in.
It's a second series of the night. Leviathan comes from a 3-0 sweep. The rookie against the king of the jungle. This is a best of 5 game number 1.
And you can see already T getting super aggressive. Ooh, this is what Promise did yesterday, and he's doing the same thing today, being a problem from whoever is going to be. And Trex, you were talking about if T can, you know, hang around with the pressure that's on him. He's having a difficult time.
Can he hang with the big dog still, right? Is he still capable? Can he still do what he needs to do for? Is he still a big dog? Because he was a big dog. I mean, he's a little guy, but he's a big dog in the land of Dawn. I don't know. I think T might actually be a gold medalist. I can't remember. Not everyone's a gold medalist at this point.
Yato,
T, Yato, Baj, Zane.
Yeah, I think so. Right? T was gold with that time.
Was that the? No. T was gold. I can't remember. There's so many.
Can't remember. Let me look it up. Don't worry about it.
Look it up. I'll talk for a bit. I'll yap.
Yeah.
HyperX Arena. Anyways, take a look at it. Leviathan. You know, you mentioned one thing. Tarzan versus Wumpy. That's what a lot of our eyes are on here. Wumpy does have a small advantage, right? Because I will say that the Harith can do a good job against the Suyo. Vendetta, on the other hand, need to look for early pressure. They want to get Tarzan ahead. They want to maybe even get a kill onto Wumpy early on. Find those possibilities. We have seen the Suyo win out in 1v1s as long as the Suyo can scale early on, especially if some Sky Piercer stacks start coming in. Oh, but look already, Wumpy getting an early kill onto the bot lane. Melon goes down. ISO already going to get an advantage, possibly some gold plating here. A gold laner for a turtle.
That's expensive, and T was EXP at that point when they won gold.
T was EXP.
Yato, Baj,
T, Baj,
ISO, T, Zane.
And Zane.
Yeah.
The squad. That was the squad.
That was an upset too, wasn't it, that season, because of
how
star studded. Yeah.
Up against Outplay.
Last minute.
Right?
Last minute lineup too. It was definitely one of those games that one of those series that you definitely wanted to watch. But of course, at the same time, Churabami out for the count.
All right, so Leviathan taking a nice lead already. Wumpy 1-0-0. It's a good start. Fun fact also, Promise was part of Outplay. Pretty sure Promise was part of Outplay that match. He had to fill in because Yureshi could not make it. Lore galore, baby.
It was EXP.
It's pretty much, it's almost that, like, it's crazy that all those players right now are playing from that grand finals, but hey, whatever. A lot of y'all don't remember it. To the viewers out there. To all my Filipino and Indo viewers, thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys remember. Like and subscribe.
Do that good stuff, you know. Follow MLBBNA Esports. Yeah.
Yes. Shout out to all the casters out there if you're watching.
Yeah, even the Southcasters, you know.
Naisu was also at that grand finals.
Oh,
we casted.
Yeah. So
me, Naisu, private on the desk.
He's probably watching too right now, right? It's pretty early morning in the Philippines, so a lot of people watching. And you know, before MPLP 8 starts, get your daily dose of MLBB in here.
Yes. All right, second turtle. Both teams taking things slow. Leviathan. Is this what Vendetta should be doing though? Like, when does their pop-off point happen? Because you need something to happen for Tarzan here at some point, right?
You need Uranus to start racking up those items, right? You need Merciless to start becoming a problem, and he is already getting there. Once Merciless becomes a problem, Wumpy can't look to pick him off, and he's got to be in the face of Wumpy the entire time. That's why he's trying to clear the waves proxy on the top side, be a problem to Bethlehem. And meanwhile, on the bot side as well, ISO wants to get fast clears. That's why T has to keep him in check. No way.
All right, so bot side, a lot of damage on ISO.
Tarzan.
Cameraman.
He's having his fun time. He is having a jolly good time. Ooh.
A lot of pressure on the boss side. I'm gonna say it again.
Genius Wand is in the hands of Harley, and Promise actually playing the roam really well, right? We kind of seen how flexible he is, but here.
Oh. Kick gets messed up. A lot of damage. G-Kondo doesn't fall through. Churobami able to get the kill. Promise goes down.
Yeah, and at the moment, even burning the flicker, right? So not looking good if you're Leviathan. This is where you want to pick up the pace for the game. You want to let Woompy lock in, get those skills racked up, but he's not able to get the pickoffs. And you can take a look at the items as well at the same time. Glowing Wand in the hands of Yato. T getting that Radiant Armor, so he's going to be able to tank a lot at the right time even. So if he didn't have the Radiant Armor, that would have been a kill.
Could have been a kill. Should have been a kill. Wasn't a kill. Vendetta finally putting one on the block, though. But even with them only getting one, they do have a strong gold lead right now. They're winning down in bot lane. They're winning in map presence. They've taken 2 turtles, and we're going to start seeing that translate. You said you want to see Merciless start to come online. This is the way you do it. You slow play, you get gold, and now Merciless. What is really... I didn't even think about that. How do they even stop Merciless?
That's not
a big kick and a deadly magic?
Even then, he probably has the Radiant Armor by then, right? So it's going to be difficult to stop him.
And he's got Purify, plus Consecration. T getting in the face of Promise and Woompy right now. Vendetta on a slow smother.
Yeah, they're slowly getting their hands around Leviathan, and Leviathan are starting to choke. I think this is not looking good if you're them. Woompy gets taken out 1v1 against Tarzan.
I don't know if it was 1v1. I think T might have been there. Let's not call it just yet.
Okay.
It was off cam. There's no witnesses. Woompy's still a legend.
I agree. Woompy's definitely a legend, but one thing I wanted to point out, Tarzan didn't go for the Sky Piercer, right? Not the trend that we're used to seeing. Usually goes for Sock with the Fury Hammer and the Sky Piercer, but in this case, he went for the War Axe. And Tarzan is one of those junglers that likes to play tanky.
T taking a lot of damage, goes down. Woompy able to put a kill back on the board, get some revenge after his last death. So we're seeing some proactiveness in the mid side, though. Beacon does come out. Promise gonna get caught up, pulled back, taking out Melon, able to put that one into his own pocket. Leviathan continues to get pushed away.
And look at Merciless. He's the one that's in the front lines, taking a lot of damage, and Woompy can't really sustain. He's not allowed to do a lot, and every single time Merciless is around, if Woompy gets spotted, it's more breathing room for the Jushin. It's more breathing room for Melon on the Bruno, and Tarzan knows he can come in and get the finishing blow to whoever he likes. And look at Merciless. He is already a problem, and Woompy needs to find answers, and those answers need to come in the form of kills against Churobami or even Melon, and it is going to be easier because they don't have a flicker to take them down.
Yeah, T and Merciless at this point just zoning them away, creating space. And with a hero like Jushin behind, with a hero like Bruno behind, it's tough, right? Promise has tried to find those kicks, but every time he goes in, if you're even a frame wrong and you land in the wrong spot, Vendetta's pulling you back in and taking you out. Here goes another kick, and again, doesn't fully commit because he knows this isn't it.
And not just that, right? Even Merciless kind of knew it, so it didn't even pop the Purify. It didn't have to. Wait for the right time, wait for the right moment, and I think it's going to come down to Bethlehem to get those big shifting skies. But then again, the game has kind of, has it slipped away? No, it hasn't. Team making mistakes like this could be the opening.
That's huge. A lot of damage on a Merciless as well. But Lord goes into the hands of Vendetta. The space was made, and I would say it's honestly worth it for T to take that death. Wait a second. Deadly Magic. Can they get the kill onto Melon? Melon should go down with the help of Promise. Merciless taking a lot of damage as well. Churobami, but ISO to the backside with the Blaze Eater Epic gets taken out. Merciless gets killed, but the damage all comes from Tarzan.
The butterflies, right? They were stacked up on top of him from the Lantern Flare. No wings by wings, but got picked up and made Churobami making ISO dance under those disco lights. And Woompy's trying his best, but look at the beacon.
Ooh, Bethlehem tries to flicker in, though. Gonna get pushed away. Big mess up by Bethlehem. Should go down, will go down, taken out. Merciless 2-0-1 on the Uranus. what did I say? This guy is a monster. I mean, Delika's good, but Merciless is a different beast right now on this Uranus. I think out of everybody, Merciless might have the best Uranus. This is like the clutch pick. This is like the hero you might want to ban when you're going up against Vendetta, honestly.
I agree, and I agree too. And he's picked it up against the perfect opponent, right? A Harley. Now, imagine Harley not able to get a win here. It's gonna be difficult for Leviathan because in this global ban, you want to maximize what you can get with the best heroes, and not just that. I spoke about Tarzan not going for the Sky Piercer earlier. He's a tanky jungle player. He knows that he wants to sustain longer in these team fights. Went for the War Axe early, probably got the Hunter Strike later on. But the Sky Piercer this time in the hands of Churobami, this is something that we want to see, right? You don't want multiple Sky Piercers on the same team. This is not ranked. You want to be able to maximize that Sky Piercer. You want to get those stacks going. And in the hands of Churobami is the perfect item. He's got the glowing wand. He got the elegant gem, and now with the Sky Piercer added, he got that one kill also after picking up the item, so he's got 10 stacks. Now the more you are in these team fights, the more he's gonna start becoming a problem, and it's gonna be a hard time to catch him because you get the Way of the Dragon, he can purify. You try to catch him with the Deadly Magic, he's got the beacon. So if you're Leviathan, the early pressure you wanted to put is kind of negated, right? There's no pressure that Vendetta can take right now, and you need to find a way to get pickoffs. It doesn't matter who it is. If they're in your face, you want to get the kills, and T is going to be there.
A lot of damage on a T, but in comes Tarzan, but he's going to take some damage of his own. Tarzan might not be able to get away. ISO able to dash in and get the kill. 2 down on the side of Vendetta. Leviathan finally find a moment to strike, but Whoopie to the backside with a big deadly magic on a Churobami. Churobami should go down, will go down, and now Whoopie wants more. 3 down on the side of Vendetta just when we counted him out. Leviathan take back control.
And this is what I was saying, right? They need to get whoever comes in their face, just take the kill, because at this point, any kill is a kill, and you're getting gold cut back. You're not letting the gold lead extend. It was about 4.5k, now cut by half, and Leviathan are blitzing the Lord. They got the right kills, and T, again, getting caught like that for the 3rd time in a row is not looking good for Vendetta the longer the series goes. And Leviathan found the opening. They pounced on it. Yato did brilliant with that RWM, stopping them from going away. And not just that, Bethlehem with the shifting skies, the Way of the Dragon, ISO going in with the BMI blazing doing, and Whoopie. Oh my God, he just completely deleted Churobami on that Jushin. So you're kind of keeping that Sky Piercer under control as much as possible. 8 kills in their hands. Now look at the goal lead, 1,000. And the Lord is already marching on the mid lane. The problem you're going to have is Merciless, but I mean, if they're able to get every other tower and get other members, it's not going to be much of a problem. And Whoopie's already 15.
Yeah, and he's hungry right now. Before that fight, they were Whoopie and ISO were at a 2-level deficit. ISO still at a 1-level deficit. Big kick on a TT will go down and pay for his transgressions. RWM lands down. No big inhibitors taken, but Leviathan not going to give it up just yet. Promise does not have a Way of the Dragon. He's not going to try to fully engage, but the rest of the team's going to move on to the mid side as Merciless jumps into the midst of 4. Tower finally drops as Yato gets the final hit on it. Inhibitor down. Leviathan have completely turned the tables of this game.
Low pace, right, compared to what? Oh my God, Churobami.
There's no safe place. Whoopity doop.
My God, Whoopty Whoop Whoop. We got to come up with something for Whoopty. He's a mainstay name now. He's gonna be there for a while.
Keep thinking of that Kanye song, that Kanye verse. A whoopity doop, a doopity doopity. Some people might know. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I'll take a listen after. But T's not having a good time. He gets picked off again.
Yeah, but Promise too deep, actually. But no, they all fall into the bait. A big shifting skies and ISO to the backside with a beautiful blazing duet on a multiple members as Tarzan falls. The king of the jungle taken down from his throne. Merciless finally drops as well. Whoopie got what he came for. It's a 2-for-1.
Hey man, he's hungry, and there's the king of the jungle is looking a little bit old on that seat. He's looking to take his place. At the moment, it might be too early to call it. It's only his 2nd series, but with the way that he's been playing, I mean, best player is probably eyeing around the corner saying that, hey, that seat used to be mine, and probably still is, but We got a new name around the block, and he's not here to have fun time. He's here to pick up those wins. He wants to get those kills. He wants to make a name for himself. And speaking of name for himself, look at the top 3 damage dealers in the rankings. All 3 on the side of Leviathan. They started slow. They lost the map control, and they took it back. And now there's no safe place for any player from Vendetta. Even Merciless got taken down. How do Vendetta make a response? Merciless needs to get those off lanes pushing.
They got to find angles. They can't meet Leviathan head on. They especially need to watch out for bottlenecks because Bethlehem keeps finding those big sets. Promise is just a bait at this point. Vendetta need to spread out a little bit, I think. Tarzan needs to do what we saw in the early game where he was hiding in bushes waiting for a target. Lord now into the hands of Leviathan. Vendetta may be able to defend this as long as they don't jump into a big RWM shifting skies, you know?
I think they definitely can defend, and Leviathan are slowing down the Lord as much as possible so that Bethlehem can get his flicker, which is about 8 seconds. Promise too, ISO as well. Ooh. So a lot of flickers going to be online, but keep eyes on Bethlehem. He's looking to make that big shifting skies play.
He is. You can just tell. The flicker's in now for him. Promise there as well, looking for a possible kick. Bethlehem goes in. He doesn't use it just yet. He's holding on. Lord able to crash through. A lot of damage on a Melon. A lot of damage on a Merciless as well. Wompty comes in with the deadly magic, but can't get the final blow. Merciless will survive. Leviathan with the 2.5k gold lead. Do back off and wait for the second wave to come in on the top side. They want this inhibitor, but Merciless and the rest of the team don't want to let it happen. Vendetta jump out. The beacon follows as well. But Leviathan able to run away quick enough that Vendetta cannot close the distance. Even with the final dash from Tarzan, Woompy with the hat trick gets away to safety.
Hey, if you got some NA clippers around watching, you got to clip this. It's Woompy, man. He's, what, 17 years old. Give him some credit.
The new kid on the block for sure. RWM comes out. T gets caught up. Kick back with a wave of dragon. Bethlehem and the rest of the team should be able to take him out. He's trying to run to the bush. Tarzan wants to close the distance into the midst, but too much damage. Runs back, and ISO gets the kill. Merciless now as well, just getting chipped away as ISO gets free shots. Leviathan finally found a kink in the armor the moment. The time to strike is Promise dashes in, misses the kick. Yato now too deep, pulled onto the tower. Yato takes another shot at Trobami, responds back with a kill of his own. Does Leviathan finally decide to back off? I think that is it. I think it's safe to say you don't want to keep pushing.
Yeah, I don't think they want to keep pushing. Whoopi's taking on super low as well. Churo's going to be the target. Even Melon, but Promise, he does have the way of the dragon. No flicker. And you don't want to give Churobami the game, right? You don't want to give him more stacks on the Sky Piercer if he still has it, not sold it yet. Didn't really take a really good look on that kill that he got. But Tarzan, this is not the Tarzan we're used to seeing. Now look at Woomty on the jet damage charts. 84,000. ISO doing insane amount of damage. It goes in at the right time with his blazing duet. Got the winner crown again. So
Tarzan hasn't done damage for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, where's Tarzan? Oh my god, 27,000?
My guy hasn't done damage since like minute 10.
I don't know, man. It feels like a fly around just buzzing.
So that's troublesome. That's a problem. T as well, 0-5 and 3. The early game composition worked well for Vendetta, but we're definitely seeing it falling apart now.
Are we missing Ashley here in the room as well? Just, you know, because T, I mean, T is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. He's playing it well, but a little too aggressive, making some movements that, you know, usually we wouldn't see from other roamers so far. What, about 3-4 times making mistakes, getting caught out by Bethlehem. And it's been the same play. It's not changed. And I think it's going to be again. Look.
A lot of damage on a Merciless. He did have to use the consecration there. Leviathan, watch for Woompy up in this top side. And see, they're the ones finding the angles. Vendetta unable to get space in them. Oh, Woompy. Woompy. He decides to back off, not make the full engage. He decides not to commit. A lot of damage, though, onto the Lord. Onto the top side. Wait a second, a lot of damage. ISO into the midst. Tarzan brought low. Big kick from Promise. Merciless stills the consecration, though. He was able to get it back, but another shifting skies from Bethlehem. And look at the knockups. Tarzan's down. And so is T. Won't be. with another kill into the book. But Bethlehem's gone and Vendetta doesn't want to give up the space just yet. Churobami and Merciless can keep them away, but look at the base. Minions closing in.
Oh, I don't know what's going on with Tarzan. He woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I don't know, maybe got to fight into with Jane, but at the moment, you know, the Lord is there 20 minutes in. Promise trying to zone them away and looking like 20,000 HP is enough for Leviathan to be able to secure it, but the minions are still pushing on the bot side. They get an Evolve Lord. And now all of a sudden, Vendetta, who are looking super strong with these counters with Merciless on this Uranus, it looks like they backed themselves into a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if Vendetta can live out this one, honestly. You have the RWM, you have a Blazing Duet to get to the backside, you have Promise, you have like there's just the thing is like Leviathan plays well in the bottleneck. You know, they play well going into tight spots right now, and this is where, so it's a hard spot for Vendetta to really defend this. Vendetta is a composition where you want to, like, Tarzan wants to be able to find a bush to attack from. They're not going to do as well in the space. The only really advantage I feel like they have is Churobami.
They do have full items, right? 60,000 gold, though, at this point. Both teams have full items. Gold lead's not going to matter that much. It's only coming down to how they can pull the aggro of the Lord to the top inhibitor to delay the push. But all three waves crashing and looking Merciless.
Bethlehem, RWM does come down. Look at the damage. Coming down. Big shifting skies, able to find Melon. Yato gets killed. Blazing Duet in the backside once again from Yato, along with the winner crown. And the members of Vendetta are shredding apart. ISO with another one. The Lord's on the base. It's two members standing, but Leviathan take game number one.
Hey, Tarzan got the kill. Tarzan got the kill in the end against Woompy, but still, what a performance entirely coming in from Leviathan. Super solid, and they knew their power spikes. They waited. The pace of the game was super slow in the early game, not making too many mistakes, waiting for Vendetta to make the mistakes and capitalize on that. Well played.
I agree. Yep.
Very clearly.
Very clearly. Thank you, Layla.
Awesome.
Muted.
Yeah. What she was saying is that me and Cronus did a great job at casting. We were actually able to hear. You guys just weren't. You know, and it was an amazing game. Right, Layla?
Yes, it was an amazing game. I wanted to say Coach T, you know, coming in... Well, I was just saying, let's report him for distracting the teammates. That's what I'm gonna say. He spammed a little too much recalls there. I was like, okay.
Too early, too.
Yeah. So, but very good on Leviathan. Exactly what Chrono said. They really took their time and they know when their power spikes were. And when they hit that power spike, they were aggressive. They were mean machine.
Honestly, T did play a good early game, like creating good pressure. Overall, Vendetta played a decent early game. I think they just fell into a couple spots where the RWM plus Bethlehem with the shifting skies was just a little too much to handle. And I think we really got to give it up to Woompy, because even after taking a 1v1 death from Kronos, I think that T was there. But either way, Woompy takes a death. I think Woompy got jumped, but hey. After taking a death, having a rough start, it took a little bit of time, but was still able to come online and start outputting. And Leviathan, this is things that we didn't see from Leviathan before. Having a rough start to games and still being able to wait for that power spike, like you said earlier, Kronos.
And you can take a look at as well about how the game went about here. Leviathan did get the kills, but look at Promise, just finding the right target. And this is kind of where Vendetta had the game in their favor. Churobami was able to get the kill, and now all of a sudden the map controls in their side, and T making the same mistake again and again in that same bush. And Promise and Bethlehem just capitalizing. After a point, it just became difficult for them to do. I think this was a little too greedy from ISO here. Look, the same mistake from T once again, giving enough space for Leviathan to go in. BMI, Blazing Duet, Bethlehem getting them with the shifting skies, and all Woompy had to do was find the target. Look at how he melted down the HP of Churobami there. That's why the Harley's such a broken pick.
So where do they go from here? Leviathan able to get a strong pick. I mean, I still think it's very 50-50. Vendetta showed huge promise there. But Leviathan, man, the fact that they were able to... I'm still so surprised they were able to pull through there because it felt like, ooh, this might be a rough game for them. Maybe they did just have an easy 8-seed win yesterday. You know, maybe that was a possibility. But I think after seeing that, Leviathan can now be a force to be reckoned with in these playoffs, especially ISO 4-1-11. We didn't see him pop off for a while, but once that corrosion scythe really locked in, I think it was like second item. Or was corrosion scythe was third item for him? I can't remember. I just remember the moment that corrosion scythe came in, ISO started outputting. The guy was doing a lot of damage. Tarzan started getting melted down. Merciless started getting melted down. They had enough crowd control to be able to take out Merciless, and overall just very well done. Taking a look at some of these, so many beautiful Blazing Duet plus winner crowns in that match.
Yeah, it's just massive bait, right? That's the thing. I think he was the big bait hanging in front of Vendetta, and they really wanted a piece of it. Unfortunate that every time they dove in, he had the BMI to get out of harm's way, and even that Winter Crown play. I think in the end, they're able to get the base crystal, able to find that triple